Right. I did get up and do a bit of training in the garden today. In the end, I did, and I've watched some telly. This is the first time, I think. This might be the first time in isolation I've been playing my guitar or DJing or sitting in the quiet quite a lot. It was like when I first lived here, actually. I think the first month or two, at least. I didn't watch telly. Just wasn't interested in it. Like my head often provides the entertainment. To be honest, there was a friend of mine who always comments how she loves how I laugh at my own jokes, and I laugh too much at my own jokes. Because I'm fucking hilarious. That's why. The mad shit that spins through my fucking head. I don't voice all of it. I get to listen to a hell of a lot more than you lot do. And I can just think of some fucking, well, I don't even try and think of them. Just weird shit, fucking weird, hilarious shit pops into my head. It's like some people have got a gift of being able to play the piano like a virtuoso or sing like an angel. And I've just been given this innate ability to come up with some fuck off mad funny shit. It's my gift. That's what I believe. I believe my gift. No, back to my post though on the page. I'm liking the response on there. I remember when I first logged onto that, I made some videos about that, and it is the only one I've joined, and there are others. But I've had quite a few responses to that post, and all of them have just been. Some of them have been quite short. Some of them have been extremely fucking detailed. Extremely fucking detailed. And there was one, the lady I got speaking to, and I wrote her an essay, and then she wrote very little back to that one, but said, Mikey, that was perfect. Thank you. She just said everything. And then she wrote an essay back to one of mine. But she'd made a point about the spiritual gift or the mental illness, and was having, exactly the same as I am. I'm like, I ended up saying, you may call it a mental illness. You may call it the manifestation of deluded thought form. You may call it. I've thought of about 5 or 6 different interpretations, but like I'll just put. Can we all agree it's a thing? And like all of you lot seem really focused on what it's called, what it is, and like I'm in the meantime saying, look, no matter what it is that you lot can't agree on the name of, can I just safely report to you that it's fucking a bit unpleasant? It's unpleasant. What was it I said? It's not very nice a lot. What do I do about them bits? The not very nice a lot bits. And there was that same comment about. The more I think about it, it's like believing that government conspiracies exist is a symptom. It's a symptom. It's a mental health symptom. Believing that specifically government conspiracies exist is a symptom. It does seem a trifle fucking convoluted to me. It certainly supports an argument. It certainly supports an argument, doesn't it? Like, we are the conspirators. We'll call anyone who knows about a conspiracy theorist. Then tell everyone that that's what to call them. Anyone who sees through us, we'll call them ill. Believing in government conspiracies. But I don't really know all that shit. I'm way too fucking overwhelmed by it all. That was how I concluded it with that lady. Because my God, she'd written a poem and it was really moving. But it was a lot to do with, a lot of this, whatever it is, all this, global think tank and market forces, all the like different levels of reasoning behind what the fuck is going on in the planet and why there's so much fucking war and shit, all that shit. And it just, I'm too fucking emotionally overwhelmed by it all and the disgustingness of it and how people are treated and all that. And I just I don't know. I don't know what's real. I really don't know what's real with it. I really don't. Like, politics is the art of fucking deception. And even the people that are being lied to think it's fucking impressive. They call it spin. And what spin is he going to put on it? Let's speculate about what he's going to fucking speculate about. And then put it on the telly so that everyone can fucking listen to us. And then say we're not coercive. All of that shit. All that shit. And like, I can't figure out what people fucking mean. Anyway, that's my problem. That was always my fucking problem with politics. I believe everyone. They all sound so fucking convincing. They really do. And the thing is, people say, well, do your own research. Like, no, because that's all bullshit. That's my thing. That's my point. There's too much bullshit. There's too much things that don't fucking exist, really. All that shit. So I don't know what to do about all that. I don't know what to do about all that. But I know what to start thinking. My thinking gets bigger and bigger and bigger. I could end up catastrophizing. And that was why, again, on Monday I was told not to watch the news. Don't watch the news. Because it will wind you up. And it's like, it sounds so trivial, I'm sure. I always got wound up because he's watching the news, leaving me, be alright. But again, it's not that simple. It gets fucking, I don't know, all-consuming and obsessive, and kind of how some people are getting. And, you know, a lot of people are reporting, you know, it is happening to a lot of people that they're getting those severe levels of anxiety and they don't know how to deal with it, and they're taking to Facebook and voicing it, which is what I do all year. God, that was just possibly the fucking smoothest bit of bitchery you've ever seen in your fucking life, wasn't it? That just rolled out. Casual as fuck. No, I need to keep making light as well. I need to keep making light of it. Because I am still trying to be positive all the time. I'm still trying to live in the positive. Still trying to be positive. Still trying to be positive. I am positive. I smile all the time. I'm smiling all the time. A guy in the shop the other night said, "You brighten my day up." Again, that gets said a lot. And I love that. I love that. But do you know what? Do you know what the cool thing about that is? Is actually so fucking real. Like, I'm going to sort of de-romanticize the whole thing and then re-romanticize it. Because it's basically what's happening. When people say, "You brighten my day up," what they mean is, it's the colours and the way I combine them, and they go, and there's a kind of flash, isn't it? When someone in costume walks in, it kind of, there's a quick boom. That's the power of colour. That's the power of colour. That's the frequencies hitting you. That's why it brightens your day, because it makes you go pop. There's just a thing to it. So in a way, it's kind of just like science. It's just like when a strobe light goes off, or, you know, things like that. You just get phenomenon. But then I also think, yeah, but it's colour, and colour's so cosmic and magical, and it's like all of the chakras resonate with colours. So it's literally when you get a colour effect, such as that, when a brightly fluorescent man suddenly walks into the shop, and you weren't expecting it. That's what shit. Because I was pretty fucking orangely fluorescent on that day. And I had a fucking fluorescent highlighter yellow bag and stuff. But it's all magical again. It's all spiritual, and it's all powerful. I swear that's why I have my different colour days. There are certain days I fucking have to wear orange. For a lot of 2017, I think it was orange was the colour. Orange was the fucking colour. I've had a few yellow stages. Purple and green's big at the moment. Purple and green's very big at the moment. I love purple and green. I have white days. It seems to be once I wear one pure white thing, I seem to just need everything else to be white, and the only other colour acceptable is black. So yeah, I've often said that my colours are in tune with my soul. That's part of my weirdness. It's part of the oddities. And those are the nice bits, aren't they? Those are the nice bits of being schizotypal. When people think, you know, that man is he's a nice bloke. He's quite a young fella, but he's not a tearaway. And he's just a very much more laid back than me. He was just smiling. He went, "You just brighten my day up. You really do." He was just really, like, just almost nonchalant about it, but very, very smiley. He was smiling the whole time he was speaking. He was just looking. He was going, "I love it." Like that. So there's a nice thing, because he's a nice person. He's a genuinely fucking easy to get on with, pleasant human being, who says nice things to people. And you think, well, surely that sort of made someone who is a nice person anyway smile, had a pleasant conversation. It was good. You think, well, yeah, but it's also a fucking coping strategy. It's a fucking coping strategy. But I think I'm gonna I'm going to be slow about replying because I dived into that other website. And there's definitely about 5 or 6 people who've replied a couple of times now and stuff. There's been, not monsters of interest, but everyone on there as well is quite matter of fact. There's no loads and loads of, not the way I write with loads of smileys and exclamation marks and kisses and hearts. None of it. Very plain and simple, but very, very friendly. Very friendly and just literally, well, the only exclamation mark was one woman who just went, yes, exactly that, precisely. But then she went on to say loads of other stuff about stuff that she heard, and her daughter could hear it. And that is what makes it feel normal. That's what makes it feel normal, and you don't feel like quite such a twat and a weirdo and an oddball. Because I am a twat, a weirdo, and an oddball, and I'm very reminded of that often in my life. So I did say, I'm the schizotypalist thing I've ever written. I was thinking as I wrote it, it's like, this is quite bizarre. And yeah, I probably could have written it on my Facebook, because a lot of the people that I've got, my regulars, like most of us have, we've all got our regulars who like our posts or comment, and I've got quite a little crew. Love you all. And a lot of them would have either been, you know what Mikey's fucking like. Some people might have said that. Some people was just gonna fucking love you, mate, and your fucking mad head. And then perhaps one person, I think there's one person I could actually think of, and she would have probably replied 1 or 2 days later. I've never mentioned her before. But for some reason, I think she would reply in a very serious and very matter of fact and very, like I was talking about what to do and how to grow onions, and she would tell me all about the seasons and what to plant them in. Just talking about it like it's a thing is what I meant. I don't know why I came up with asking her how to grow onions. I'll tell you what, I think it is because it baffles the shit out of me that onion and garlic do that. You're like, it's an onion, but then something starts growing out of it. So then you plant that in the floor. I did that one time, I put it in the floor. But it's still an onion. You think when it started out as a fucking onion, what grew it into a fucking onion? What's going to happen to those green things? Because what will come back out is a fucking onion with green stuff going out of it. I don't understand the whole process. That's probably what it was. Anyway, I digressed into onions. That would make a brilliant title. That would make a brilliant title, but I don't think it's going to be. I digressed into onions. No, but I think for now it's a much better response from that site than I had on that other site. I think I might even still be a member of. I think I still see posts on there occasionally. It's just, I've got a few friends that I met on there that are very, very close friends, actually. A couple of which I've never even met in real life, I don't think. I don't think so. I don't even know. I might have briefly met one of them. Not for very long, anyway, if I did. And yeah, I just know him from Facebook. We chat loads still. And the other one I did meet a couple of times. I'm still friends with her. So it's like I've met. Was there any others? There was another one, but I launched him last year. But I'm not really looking for friends. I am kind of looking for an area where I can vent that sort of shit. But again, I would be mindful of not living in the problem, because that's never, although I get accused of that, I'm mindful of not doing that, because I wouldn't want to always be, I think there's a danger of saying, I'm only safe in here. I can only express myself. My world is already just the magic rectangle. I don't want to make the magic rectangle even smaller than it is by only staying on one site. But it's nice that it's there, and it's nice that there's replies that have just sort of steadily popped along throughout the day. So people are just reading it, and I've seen, I've scrolled through other posts, and there's always quite a lot of comments on each post, and not too much overdoing it. And I think that's what I want. So yeah, I'll draw this to a close, because now I'm just, should we do a 40 and 44? There's only 24 seconds left. I can just say, Gizmo earlier, he actually jumped up on his table, and I said, do you want some dinner? And he looked like he wanted some dinner. And as I walked to the thing, he literally started and went, meow. And he literally told me off. And I went, do you want to go out? And he almost went, meow. He almost said, yeah. It was almost talking.